We are in Placerville, California, up in the Sierra Nevada foothills. We're turning on to US Route 50 westbound, starting our 140 or so mile journey to San Francisco to the west. This video contains two versions of this same drive. In the upper left is the drive made in late September, while in the lower right is the exact same drive made a little over a month later in November. So same drive, about a month and a half later. November was when the smoke from the Northern California wildfires was blanketing much of Northern California, so you'll be able to compare the two drives. The two videos have been synchronized to compensate for the differences in traffic conditions and driving speeds and so forth on the two different days, so they approximately pace each other, approximately. I'm quickly skipping ahead now about 23 miles to Folsom, California, which is where the smoke starts to become a little more visible, at least to the camera. You can't quite see it yet, but even up here in the foothills at around 1,800 feet of elevation, you can still smell the smoke in the air. I mean, if YouTube had smell-o-vision, you could get the full experience, but actually it's probably a good thing that you can't, because that smoky air was actually pretty unhealthy. In the map on the lower left, the red circle shows the approximate location of the wildfire that was causing all of this smoke, and the little black dots show our current position. The camera doesn't really do it justice. It looks a little more impressive in person, but in this view you can see the smoke blanketing the entire Central California Valley as far as you can see in either direction. That's not fog and it's not clouds that you see in the lower right. That's smoke. And as we get farther and farther west, that smoke will continue to get thicker and thicker until we reach San Francisco, which is where this video finishes up with kind of a dramatic drive across the Bay Bridge with views of the San Francisco skyline shrouded in smoke, which compares rather dramatically with the September trip when there wasn't any smoke, just some high clouds. I imagine you probably don't want to hear me talking during this whole drive, so I'm going to turn on the radio, so to speak, the virtual radio, by adding some music for the remainder of this trip. I hope you find it interesting.